Let us see now that is what actually we mistaken here, or the interpretation what we do it in a class diagram. This class diagram is somewhat ambiguous, which we have seen it previously. So the Vodrock is going to purchase the two products. That is, the first product is the having $100 or you can say the 100 rupees and 15 rupees is there, and then the addition of this should be the 115. So it has to be 115, but it is going to be a 200. Why it is 200? That is, the Smith is there and the Smith customer is also there, and he is purchasing the Sony Ericsson and TV or might be anything. So 200 rupees would be to be provided, but it is showing the Vodrock's payment. So the object of Vodrock should pay his products, but instead of that, he is paying the fees, paying the that is amount that has to be paid by this Smith. So this interpretation is not valid. The interpretation is not so valid one. So it is incorrect interpretation, but it is a correct from point of view of a class diagram. How can it is correct in the point of a class diagram? Because Smith is going to have a 200 rupees, so the to pay, and but this is the Vodrock's payment is there, and the class diagram is showing that the 200 rupees, because it is a reflection of this one to this one, so payment. So this is a problem with the ambiguitions in object class diagrams. So the UML is not going to be so sufficient for us. So that's why OSCL, that is object constraint language, has been developed, and that can express the additional and necessary information about the models and other artifacts used in the object-oriented model, and it should be used in the induction of the UML diagrammatic model, so that it will be specified more and more correct directions to predict and also direction to the interpretation. So the OCL is a precise, unambiguous language that is easy for people who are not mathematicians and computer scientists to understand. It does not use any mathematical symbols while maintaining the rigor in its definition. OCL is a typed language because it must be possible to check an expression included in a specification without having to produce an executable version of the model. OCL is a declarative side effects free language, that is, the state of the system does not change because of an OCL expression, and UML and OCL enables to build models completely platform independent one. So how to combine the UML and OCL, that will be the useful for us now. Rules related to the class diagram of eShop, which we have seen it already, the eShop of class diagram. A payment is valid only when the products ordered by customer are paid by the same customer. The email address has to be unique. The payment sum is given by the sum of all the order products precise. Customer has to pay amount of money equal to the payment sum. Now OCL expressions now. So see now how the ambiguity has been deleted now. The context payment. So context payment, the invariant is that self dot atoms for all or any atom, that is buyer is going to the payer, is the most important constant. Second constant is that context for customer. If you do the customer's object, the customer has to be taken as the object. Then into the context, invariant will be the customers all instances. For all instances, it implies that there is a unique email address for that customer for all instances. That is, it has to be reflected. The data has to be consistent. So context with the payment again, the invariant is self items dot price, then sum should be there of all the prices. The context with the customer, if you have a payment then of amount, that has to be a part of the customer class. Okay, the customer class is there, and the payment has to be made amount that. So if you got a self remittance of the sum, then amount will be there. So self remittance amount will be there, summation of that will be there if the payment is one of the part of the customer class. So this is the specifications which we can make the expressions to the along with this class diagram, so that there will not be any ambiguity. So what is invariant now? Invariant is a constant that should be true for object during its complete lifetime. So invariant is a constant that should be true for object during its complete lifetime of your product or your software development. Invariants on attributes, context, product. So that is invariant of a price should be greater than or equal to 0, and that should be there. Constant must the constant. It is constant now. Invariants on associated projects, that is context payment. So it has to pair A should be greater than or equal to 18. So these are the lifetime. It has to be correct. It has to be